Good morning from day 34. It is Monday and it is May 15th, I think. I am heading towards Acton today. I don't know if I'm going to get to Acton or if I'm just going to camp right outside that, so I have a shorter day tomorrow. I plan on taking a 0 day at my friend Nina's house. She lives near Agua Dulce, and so yeah, today's just gonna be, I'm just gonna go as far as I feel like it. I could do 15, I could do 24, we'll see. Body's a little bit sore, but I don't feel terrible. I've just got a couple sore spots. But other than that, I mean, for doing such long mile days, I feel pretty good. So it's a beautiful day. It's gonna be pretty warm. It's gonna be in the 80s, mid 80s as I go down in elevation today. So it's gonna get fairly warm. So I'm gonna get going. It's a little after 6 o'clock. And let's see how far we get today. I just wanted to show what I see so much of this year. See that? Anytime there's a bush, it's just slightly overgrown on the trail, people are walking down and around and it's eroding the trail. So much of it is like that right now, especially through this burn area. But apparently there was notes that the maintenance crew came through and did some trimming, so hopefully it's gonna be better up here. I remember last year going through what I call the meat grinder. I think it's like in the next 7 miles or so, but it's pretty much just going through those really pokey bushes on both sides of the trail that are scraping you for a couple miles. So it's kind of brutal, but supposedly they cut back the majority of that, but not all of it. I don't think that should be any problem. Look at this, nice bench to sit on. This is my 425 something. This is a good spot to collect for the climb up if you need anything, but it's about a 4-mile climb up from here. So I'm just gonna stop and do a pack off break and eat some snacks. I've already been drinking plenty of water and I still have a 1.5 liters. So I don't think I want to add to my weight for the climb, but there's another water source just about 5 miles up ahead after the climb. So I think I'm gonna wait for that. Having a great morning. It's just really interesting reflecting on everything that's coming up. This is kind of like a big day today, tomorrow, getting to Agua Dulce, because that's where I got off the trail last year. And so all this work to get back here is finally coming to light and happening. And then from there, everything's gonna be new after Agua Dulce. So I made it to about mile 462 last year before I turned around. So everything from that point on is gonna be brand new. So it's really exciting. I'm very proud of myself. I've been busting out big miles. I don't feel like I have to do big miles to prove my worth, but I have to get to Walker Pass by a certain point, and I feel like physically I can do it. So it's been fun challenging myself, and if anything, I think it's built my confidence knowing that I am capable of doing the larger miles if I push myself. My feet might protest that a little bit. I'm still having a little bit of left ankle pain ever since Deep Creek, that slopey trail that we were on for a long time. Well, yesterday and today is a lot of ledge walking, and it's sloped on the same side, so that foot's getting tested. But other than that, I think I'm feeling really good. So, all right, take that break, and then let's get up this climb. Just a reminder to watch where you're going. I was looking at my phone at the Far Out app and stepped in that horse print, twisted my ankle, and then fell on my side on my knee. Hey, Jeepers, always gotta watch the trail. Got some workers up here on the trail. Man, am I getting tested today. Whew. So when I got to, it was about 5 miles into my hike, there was a water source, and I still had about 1.5 liters left, which I thought should be fine to get to the next water source, which was about 6.5 miles from there. But I didn't take into account that, you know, I'm going uphill in the heat, and there was so much bushwhacking through that really sharp, thorny bushes, and the trail was super rocky, and it was just really, really more technical than normal. So it took a lot longer to get through the 6.5, and I pretty much like was out of water by the time I got to the next water source. And when I got there, there was just bees everywhere swarming. And well, they weren't really swarming in the technical term, and you can see the gnats around me. So it's like bees, gnats. I can't even sit and take a break anywhere without getting antagonized by all these pests constantly. So I'm starving, I'm tired. I'm just gonna filter this water and then just grab a quick mouthful of food and see if I can't find a better place to go sit. But it doesn't matter where you go, those little black flies or gnat things are everywhere, and they're just like this in your face constantly. And it's I should have brought my head net. I didn't think I would need it. I've never needed it up to this point before, and this year is special, that's for sure. So it's okay. I know today will get better. It's just the morning started rough, and I need to make sure that I have enough water, because the fear of running out of water is pretty stressful, and especially not knowing if the seasonal stream I was going to was even going to have water. And the next one isn't for 6 miles from this point. And that's pretty scary because it's warm today. It's supposed to be in the 80s, and so I need to be smarter. And I usually carry a lot of water with me, and today I was trying to keep it really light going up that steep hill, that climb that was almost 4 miles. So yeah, it's all right. It'll get better. I just want you to know these are the things that happen out here. But like I said, it'll get better. I got lots of good snacks. I got some water now, so I'm happy, and just gonna take a quick break. And I wanted to take lunch, but I don't think this is gonna be a good spot to do that. I want you to all see how filthy I am right now. That's what I get going through a burn area. Although I did like brush up against a burned tree, but still. There's so much of that charred dirt all over the place that you can't help but get it everywhere. I am a very dirty girl in need of a bath. I just cleaned this leg, so. I am happy to get out of that burn area. Been in that since yesterday, and it's just been kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, there's just blowdowns everywhere, and it's very like dirty charcoal. The dust gets all over you and you breathe it in, and it's irritating, and it's just very ledgy the entire time. Oh, and those black flies, those are insane. But let's see, looks like we're heading into something a bit different, but who knows. PCT will have something else to throw at me though. I'm just having one of those days. I mean, this is day 34, and this is probably the most trying day I've had so far. Oh, I think the trail's up here. Hang on. I don't know where I'm going. There's a trail marker up here, so do I have to climb up this dirt road? Okay, there's the North Fork Ranger Station where I'm gonna go take a break, figure out what I'm gonna do this afternoon. But it's so nice to finally get here. It's been a tough day. Kind of surprised me. So, you know, it's. I think it makes sense that at this point I'm worn down. I was last year too. That's why I took a 00, or planned on taking a 00 at Nina's house, because I was pretty beat up after that last stretch. And it's not any different this year. But you know what? I'm doing really, really good. And I have to understand that being worn down doesn't mean anything other than you've just been working really hard. So it's time for a break. So here's a little water cache over here that the Rangers set up for us, just like last year. So I'm going to sit here in the shade and try to take like a little nap if I can. These gnats are going to drive me crazy, but I think I'm just going to try to ignore them and take a nap anyways. At least the air is cool and it's not super hot today. It's really warm out in the sun, but I think I'm going to wait a couple hours and just try to take a really nice long break and then try to push on another at least 4 miles. By the way, I forgot to mention it's just 3 o'clock, so I think I'm going to spend like maybe an hour and a half, something like that here, just until I feel like I'm rested up enough, and then try to push on another couple of hours. I might try to wait for the sun to get a little bit lower in the sky, because it's still pretty hot in the sun, but at least the air is cool and it's not too hot. So it turned out to be a pretty pleasant day, because they were predicting in the 80s, and as I get lower in elevation it's going to get hotter. So I think it's probably wise to wait until later this afternoon to press on. Hey guys, it is after 5:30. I took a really long break at the North Fork Ranger Station and I am back on the trail heading towards Acton. So I have 8 miles to Acton. Like I said, it's 5:30, so that means if I were to try to push through, I'd probably get there somewhere around 9 o'clock or so, which means I'll be doing some night hiking. If I decide I want to stop before then, it's going to be a little tricky trying to find a tent space around here. First of all, it's very exposed and windy, but it's mostly ledge walking, so there's not a lot of places to stop. And there's already a lot of hikers moving through right now that are probably going to take up all the regular designated tent spots. So I may just be pushing through tonight. So we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of open for this adventure, and yeah, let's get going and see how far we get. So if I do make it all the way to Acton, that would be a 24-mile day. And I've already gone close to 16. But we'll see. Saying and doing are two totally different things. My feet feel a lot better after my nap, though. I raised them the whole time I was laying down. I had my feet up on my backpack. So I think that really helped a lot because they feel so much better. Look at this, like 360 views at the top here. Pretty incredible. It's beautiful. Okay, well, you know how I roll. This is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous spot, and it's surrounded by bushes. It's perfectly flat where I needed to be flat to sleep, and I didn't make it. I was going to be 8 miles if I go to Acton, so I made it almost 4 miles, which is still going to knock out a lot of tomorrow's hike. So I'm just going to get up really, really early, and I think to give my feet a break, I am just going to go ahead and take this spot here, and I feel like I could make it to Acton, but I would be getting there after 9 o'clock, and I'm not really sure. You know, I'd just be basically trying to find a place to cowboy camp. And you know what? I'm going to enjoy my night just like I did last night. And I'm going to have an epic sunrise tomorrow also. Although, of course, I'll probably be gone before the sun rises. I better be, because I'm still going to have 14 miles to get to Agua Dulce tomorrow. My body is all like messed up. I've got so many rashes and little sunburns. I got to get better sunscreen. So this is the end of day 34 and heading into Agua Dulce tomorrow. Like I said, I've got 14 miles from here. So I'm going to get up well before sunrise. I have to do it. I know I always say that, but I got to get up early and get there because I want to get there hopefully before noon so I have time to, you know, start enjoying the day and then maybe do some of my resupply tomorrow. And then that way the following day on Wednesday, I can really enjoy my 0 day and not have to do a bunch of chores. So that's my goal. I really need the rest day and looking forward to it. But I'm also looking forward to this beautiful camp spot. And I think I made a really good choice camping here than trying to find a place down by the road or at the Acton RV park with a bunch of other people around. And I'd also be going in after dark, which isn't very polite. Probably be making too much noise. So anyway, you guys take care and I will see you tomorrow for day 35. Look at me, I'm sweating already. I left at 5:35 this morning and it's not even 6 o'clock yet and I'm already sweating like crazy. The sun just came up and it's gonna be a beautiful day, but it's gonna be really warm. So I have to get miles done early this morning. So probably won't be videotaping a whole lot, but I'm gonna be crossing that road by Acton RV Resort. I'm not gonna go into the KOA area. Just gonna cross over and go through Vasquez Rocks on the way to Agua Dulce. So hopefully I'll get there somewhere between 12 to 1. I'm hoping sooner than that, but we'll just have to see how my legs cooperate this morning. So yeah, I'm gonna get going and I'll catch you guys up the trail. All right, it's 7:38 and I made it down to the road at Acton. So if I continue that direction, I would go towards the RV park. If I continue straight across this road here, it's gonna go up and over Vasquez Rocks and to Agua Dulce, which is my goal. But I'm hesitating and taking a nice break here in the shade because it's already warm. And it looks like that hillside I have to climb next is all exposed to the sun. So I'll probably put my umbrella on and yeah, so I need to get some food in me. Haven't really had much of a breakfast yet and get hydrated and then get climbing, which you can tell I'm reluctant. Today's day 6 and my body is just tired. I was tired yesterday and then I didn't sleep great last night. I mean, not a big deal. It's fine. I get to go rest at Nina's, but I just want to get this 10 miles taken care of. She could come pick me up here, she said, and then I would have to come back here, but I'd rather just knock out this 10 miles and then not have to worry about it. And then I can leave from Agua Dulce on Thursday morning after my 0 day. So, all right, time to get some breakfast. All right, I can do this. Just 10 more miles. Here's the completion monument next to the railroad tracks. It's Will they finish the PCT? All right, I got about a 2-mile climb, a little bit of down, and then another mile climb in the heat. I'm gonna put my umbrella on and just put my nose to the grind. Well, this might not have been my smartest idea, but I made it up to the top of this first 2-mile climb. I should have just asked for the ride. I'm so stubborn sometimes, but at least the air is like feels good. And I took off my shirt because I was just dying of the heat. So it's predominantly going to be downhill, but it's just going to be a warm hike. So I need to be a little smarter about this. It's only supposed to be in the 80s, but I'll tell you what, in these hillsides out here, it feels like in the 90s because sometimes the sun is just searing down on you. But I'm just fortunate that there's a little bit of cloudiness up there. It's helping, so I'm just going to try to get there as soon as I can. Oh my goodness, I just went by a girl that's vomiting very badly. She's with a couple other hikers that are taking care of her, but they're heading Sobo and just getting started up this climb and stuff. So this heat is no joke. It's not even like super hot, but it just goes to show that climbing on these hillsides in this hot sun, and they have sun umbrellas too, but they're fully clothed too with their pants and long sleeves, and I don't know, different schools of thought on that, I guess, but I feel better having just my sports bra on and my bottoms. But kind of why I'm in a hurry, just to kind of get out of this area and get to Vesquez. I know there's a creek there. I'm gonna go soak myself in that, cool down, before I continue on to Escondido Road, where Nina's gonna pick me up. All right, I am red, but I'm not as red as this camera's making me look for some reason. I think it's just the lighting, but look at this tunnel behind me. There's just this breeze blowing down here, and it's so cool. And there's some water. There's a bunch of algae growing in here though, but I don't think it's the bad kind. So, but I'm just kind of scared to use it for drinking water. So I'm going to just soak all my clothing in it and carry on to Vesquez Rocks, because I know that they have a nice running stream there as well. But I'll carry plenty of water for an emergency if I need it. But I only have 3.2 miles, but it's pretty warm. It's only 82 degrees, but I think the heat index in the canyons is a lot warmer than that, because the air it's not moving as much around the area, and it just hits that dirt and the rocks and it reflects off. So it feels a lot hotter. I hope that girl that was sick up the trail is doing okay. So anyway, I'm gonna cool off here and don't really feel like eating a lot because of being warm. So I'm just snacking, and I had a lot of electrolytes and I've been drinking enough. I have a little less than a liter left for 3.2 miles, which should be plenty. And like I said, I can refill up at the, there's a creek running through Vesquez Rocks also. Is just stunning, and other than a couple runners that went by, all by myself here, seems like. I'm very thankful that that there's some clouds in the sky. That's really helped out. It's about 12:40. I've wet my shirt twice now, and I'm wearing it like soaking wet. That seems to be helping a lot. But I'm only about a mile, 1.7 miles from the road, and then I can call Nina and she'll come pick me up. So I'm super excited and trying to enjoy it. I feel like I kind of want to rush through here and get to Nina's, but I also want to enjoy this because it's such a beautiful, interesting area. Oh my God, I finally made it. Whew. All right, shoes, you've been really, really good to me, but into the trash you must go.